everybody. Okay, so I've been watching the Karen Reed trial. I only did a couple weeks of quasi research into it. Came into it pretty much like I didn't know anything at all, really. And I originally came into it thinking that she just did it on accident or knew and was trying to get out of it, that kind of thing. With every single day that passes, the truth that people have set her up, it's becoming clearer and clearer. It really is. Here is one example of supposedly her good friend flat lying on her. Gee, that sounds familiar. So we're going to play what she testified to, and then we're going to watch the actual video to show you that she's lying. Here we go.
And when you get to Ms. Roke's house, where do you park?
I pull in the straight in the driveway.
And after you pull into the driveway, at some point you all get out, correct?
Yes.
Do you recall who pulled in first as far as who was in front of who on the way to Meadows, yourself or Ms. Roberts?
I believe I was in front.
You would have pulled into the driveway and parked, and Ms. Roberts would have pulled in and parked behind, correct?
Yes.
And so after the three of you get out of your respective vehicles, what happened?
Karen brings us to the back of the car.
Now listen, this is the part right here. What happened when y'all got out of your cars? Karen brings us to the back of the car, and listen to this complete bold-faced lie.
And she says, look, see, I have a cracked taillight.
And where on the vehicle was she directing yourself and Ms. Roberts' attention?
The back right.
So the passenger side.
Oh, was that so?
Part of the vehicle.
Yes.
And when you looked at that area of the vehicle, what could you see of that?
I saw that there were missing pieces, but there was also snow covering it. And Karen was screaming, look, look. And then Kerry was screaming back at her. It was very chaotic. So I didn't stare in depth, but what I can tell you is I saw missing pieces from the.
What I can tell you is, girl, why you lying like that on somebody that's supposed to be your good friend? It's disgusting. Let's just hear the rest of this bullshit, and then I'll play the video.
Taillight.
Nah.
And
yeah, even Legal Vices is like, yeah. That's exactly my reaction. Ooh, just absolutely laughable. So we're going to go back just a few seconds. Let you hear that again. So hard to go back. Okay.
Pulled in first as far as who was in front of who on the way to Meadows, yourself or Ms. Roberts?
I believe I was in front.
You would have pulled into the driveway and parked, and Ms. Roberts would have pulled in and parked behind, correct?
Yes.
And so after the three of you get out of your respective vehicles, what happened?
Karen brings us to the back of the car and she says, look, see, I have a cracked taillight.
Line number one and line number
where
two.
on the vehicle was she directing yourself and Ms. Roberts' attention?
The back right.
Line number three.
Side, rear part of the vehicle.
Yes.
Line number
when
four.
When you looked at that area of the vehicle, what could you see of that?
I saw that there were missing pieces, but there was also snow covering it. And Karen was screaming, look.
Line number five, line number six.
Look, look. And then Kerry was screaming back at her.
Line number seven.
It was very chaotic. So I didn't stare in depth, but what I can
line number eight.
Tell you is I saw missing pieces from the.
Line number 9.
Taillight.
And and at some point, about how long a period of time is this that you're out in Mr. O'Keefe's driveway looking at the crack hill?
Not long, because then we're.
Line number 10. It's a lot of lies in less than a minute, right?
Carrie's, yelling at her, telling her she's crazy and that she's driving.
Line number 11, and here comes 12.
Around drunk, and she could have hit anything, and kind of rushes us to go into the house.
Really now? I lost count. Was that 13, 14, 15 lies in 1 minute? I don't know.
To look in there for John.
Your Honor, with court's permission, I would ask if I could publish on the screen what's been marked as exhibit number 2.
Okay, so you heard her. So then they pull up a photo of the house, beautiful home. Mr. O'Keefe's vehicle on the side of the house, and then this is a doozy. This is that same vehicle inside the garage with police tape all around it, and all of that completely missing. Now we get to the video. Conveniently, when they go to play the video, the state stops it and asks her for a little more information. Instead of saying, when he asked her, where did you go when you get out of the vehicle? Maybe it dawned on her that minute, like, oh, wait a minute. I remember hopping out of that car and running straight into the house, not to the back of the vehicle, because she answers truthfully right here and says, I walked straight into the garage. Not, oh, this is where we went to the back of the vehicle, because that is what she just testified to. That when she pulled up in front and then Carrie Roberts pulled in behind, they all got out and met at the back of her SUV, right? That's not what happened. Check it out. And by the way, thank you very much. Just a shout out to Legal Vices. I'm just using one of his little bits. I'm sure he's not going to care because this was all on law and crime anyway. But I go back and forth between all the different channels that I watch for coverage on this case. My favorite is LTL and Emily. He's really funny. I like to watch Legal Vices as well. Gosh, there's like 8 of them that I go back and watch, kind of like the recaps that they do. They're really great. So here we go. You can see her. This is going to be her, and then Karen, and then Carrie back here. So they stop it right here. Oh, can you tell us what we're seeing here? Yep, this is us. This is the vehicle, blah, blah, blah.
Ms. McCabe, directing your attention up to the screen, what's been marked as exhibit 6 or video from exhibit 6. Do you recognize what's depicted in this video?
I do.
What do you recognize?
That's myself getting out of the car at Meadows Ave.
And is that essentially where you parked Ms. Reed's vehicle when you pulled in?
Yes.
If you could, just direct the jury's attention with a laser pointer as to where Ms. Reed's vehicle is, if you parked, and if you see Ms. Roberts' vehicle.
That is Miss Reed's, and that would be Miss Roberts.
And as far as the right garage door that you mentioned in the house, if you could direct the jury's attention to whereabouts that would, I know it's not on the video, but where would it be?
Walk straight.
Somebody could run this. Sorry.
Okay, so now we're going to see what actually happened when they pulled up at that house and all got out of their cars. You tell me if you see the 3 of them ever meet up at the back of her vehicle.
I'm here. I'm just standing up again.
Huh. So this video plays for another 12 seconds or so, and then it just stops. But yeah, you're a liar, Jenn McCabe. You're a bold-faced liar. All that crap that you said happened right here at the back of her vehicle never happened. You lying liar face who tells lies. Ridiculous. I can't wait for Yannetti to get a hold of this. I cannot wait for him to get a hold of both Matt and Jenn McCabe on Tuesday. Hurry up, Tuesday. Usually I'm grateful when there's a Monday holiday, but this time I'm like, but Ooh, what a liar you are, Jenn McCabe. Why? Why are they doing this to her? I don't get it. I really don't get it. All the inconsistencies that I have just noticed, just, as a regular stupid person, I don't get it. What really happened? Somebody needs to tell the truth. What really happened to him? And it wasn't until I saw this footage right here, this part of the testimony, that I literally got an urge to buy a free Karen Read t-shirt, y'all, because wow, this could be you, this could be me, this could be anybody that a friend just completely turns on in favor of her family, because that's what happened. The McCabes and Alberts are, basically the McAlberts, and they've all teamed up against this lady. And that is tragic. That is really, really tragic. So how did her vehicle get from here to inside the garage where we see it parked here? Where is it? It's going too fast. That was right after this one, because that's his nicer vehicle, and then they moved to the garage. There it is. How did her vehicle, where you can't see it in this clip at all, like what actually happened? You can't see anything on that side of the vehicle. But suddenly it's super, super obvious that there's a broken taillight on that vehicle. When, to me, that's a bunch of damage here, way up here, the whole taillight. Something tells me it wasn't like this when they were driving it. Just a hunch. All right, guys. Well, I will see you next time. Let me know what you think. Go back and watch my video on her taillight as well. Because you'll see what it probably likely looked like. I think it probably had a crack in it. But I don't know about the rest of this. I didn't see any of that. See you guys next time. Have a great day.